Portland will be the 18th team in Major League Soccer.
It's the City of Portland's championship.
It is great to be home.
Sports Sunday with Orlando Sanchez.
What's good, everyone? Welcome to Sports Sunday. My name is Orlando Sanchez. My partner in crime, Art Edwards, he's got the night off. Stay strong, Art. Stay strong. That was a rough fourth quarter for you and those Niners. Let's get right to the biggest sporting event of the year. The San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl for the first time since Super Bowl 47. They lost to the Ravens in the infamous blackout game. I know you remember that. Lights out. The Kansas City Chiefs in the game for the first time since Super Bowl 4. A game they won in the old AFL's final stand. Got those black and white pictures. To Miami we go. J-Lo and Shakira dominated the halftime show. 62,000 fans. San Francisco took control of the game in the third. The man from Milwaukee, Oregon, Kendrick Bourne, big catch on third down, led the team with 42 receiving yards. That set up Raheem Mostert for the TD, and the 49ers on top 20-10. The league's best defense gave the Chiefs all kinds of problems. That's the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner, with the sack. They put the pressure on Patrick Mahomes. He threw a couple of interceptions. But Kansas City flipped the script. This bomb to Tyreek Hill on 3rd and 15 was a game changer. And with under 8 minutes to play, Kansas City started cooking. Mahomes hooks up with Travis Kelce for the TD. Then it's Mahomes to Damian Williams for the go-ahead score. San Francisco didn't have an answer in crunch time, and there goes that man again. Williams providing the dagger with a minute to go. Kansas City scores 21 unanswered points in the fourth quarter, erasing a 10-point deficit to win Super Bowl 54. Final count 31-20. After 21 seasons, head coach Andy Reid gets his first Super Bowl victory. And at 24 years old, Mahomes is the youngest player ever to win the league's MVP and a Super Bowl MVP. The Chiefs are the champs for the first time since 1970.
I had two goals when I became the starting quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs, and the first goal was to win the Lamar Hunt Trophy. I wanted to bring it home, the one that has our founder's name on it. I wanted to bring it to this family and this organization. And the second most important thing was to get Coach Reid a Super Bowl trophy. I mean, he's one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Everybody up their game, and this is the result. I mean, it's phenomenal. I'm not sure it's all sunk in, but it's awesome right now.
Without a doubt in my mind, I told Coach Reid, we're not leaving this place unless we have a ring. I'm not getting back on that bus unless we have a ring. And no doubt in my mind that we was going to win it.
Just honestly sucks, and there's not really anything you can wrap your head around. I feel like I wish I had another half to play.
It hurts everybody in our room losing a Super Bowl. We had an opportunity to win that, and we came up short. But win or lose, today doesn't change how I feel about our team.
We're a young team. Got a very bright future. So, got to take this in stride, remember this feeling, and, let it fuel us in the off season.
And they are partying in Kansas City. Look at this. Fans taking to the streets to celebrate tonight. They are everywhere. Fist pumping, shoulders. People are on shoulders. Oh, fireworks everywhere. This looks like a pretty fun place to be. Oh, yeah, and the championship parade is Wednesday. Woo, this is a marathon, folks. Okay, look at the historic postseason numbers. The Chiefs were down double figures in each game and still pulled off the victory. This hasn't happened before. They were down 24-0 to the Texans, then rattled off 28 points in the second quarter alone. They were down 10 to the Titans, but went on a 28-7 run to close the game. And then today, 21 points in the final 6.5 minutes to claim their first Super Bowl in 50 years. Just incredible. So a lot of folks were sweating the kneel downs at the end of the game. This is garbage time, what could possibly go wrong? Well, the over-under on rushing yards for Patrick Mahomes was one of the most popular prop bets. But he lost 15 yards on the kneel down, putting him below the over. For some casinos, that means a big money return for the house and a bad beat for the bettor. But one sports book actually refunded the over bets. Crazy. Okay, it just wouldn't be the Super Bowl without Tom Brady, right? Oh, you're gonna love this. Well, he trolled everyone. Brady recently posted this picture to Twitter, and it had a lot of people freaking out, jumping to conclusions about his future. Would he stay? Would he go? Would he retire? Well, it turns out this is an ad for Hulu. Come on, man. Of course, this is all happening as ESPN reports the now Las Vegas Raiders will make a big push to sign Brady if he doesn't re-up with the Patriots. Super Bowl Sunday wraps up what has been an emotional week for sports fans. Our John Canzano says there are positives to take away from that and tonight's game. It's time for Canzano's Court.
Hey, it's been a tough week, right? Our country has been spending the last 7 days talking about that helicopter accident in Calabasas and 9 people who were killed. And yet here comes Super Bowl 54. And what are we supposed to do with that? First, the Super Bowl. Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers played a great third quarter, not so good in the fourth quarter, lost their rhythm, lost the football game because of it, and Patrick Mahomes saw that wide open door and he came running right through it. Credit to the Chiefs. They are Super Bowl champions. But I couldn't help but notice, at least in my household and maybe yours too, that during the Super Bowl there was a lot of talk about that helicopter accident. Kobe Bryant, Gianna Bryant, his daughter, and the tragedy in Calabasas. It was an interesting thing to frame the tragedy in a heavy week and a lot of mourning that's been going on against the nation's Super Bowl football party, right? Well, I thought it was really interesting to hear some of the conversation, people talking about the brevity of life and how we have to seize each day. And also, on the screen, the 49ers and Chiefs trying to actually do that on a football field. So yes, Super Bowl 54 is in the books. The Chiefs won it, and already people are wondering, can the 49ers rebound from this? Will they get back and play in Super Bowl 55? But I'm left thinking about how great sports is. Because for 4 or 5 hours on this Sunday, sports did what it was supposed to do. It framed regular life. Sure, no one is going to forget about Kobe Bryant and Gianna Bryant and that helicopter accident, nor should they. But it makes you think, doesn't it? And sports sometimes provides a great lens to look at things.
John hit it on the head. An emotional night on Friday. The Blazers and Lakers on the same side, really sharing those emotions. And then Rip City reminded once again why Blazers fans just can't stand Lakers fans. Thanks to tweets like this. Come on. Portland's not feeling that. Damian Lillard, #FutureLaker. Oh my goodness. Okay, Lillard is playing the best ball of his career and putting the Blazers on his back. The last 6 games have been incredible. He's averaging more than 48 points and 10 assists. Averaging. He became the first player in NBA history to knock down 6 3-pointers in 6 straight games. The dude is cooking. His play is also resulting in wins. The Blazers have won 5 of those 6 games. And Lillard says it's a mindset as much as it is physical.
First of all, it's a mental thing. We've been struggling all season long, and we're just at the point where you could either make excuses and talk about the injuries and use things as a crutch, feel bad for yourself, or you can figure it out, and choose to battle. So that was the decision I made mentally, regardless of where we were as a team. And also stepping up my preparation and the things that I was, doing to prepare for games.
After last night's game, Blazers coach Terry Stotts said, quote, "Don't ask me about Damian Lillard. I'm out of superlatives. He's playing exceptional basketball." He certainly is. Here's the bad news, Rip City. As hot as the Blazers have been of late, they're making 0 moves in the standings. The Memphis Grizzlies have the 8th seed right now in the West, and the Blazers in Memphis have identical 7-3 records over their last 10 games. Hard to make up some ground when that happens. The Grizzlies are up by a game and a half in the standings. These two teams will go head-to-head a week from Wednesday night in Memphis. Let's go out east for a minute to remind you of the defending champs, who aren't going anywhere. They destroyed the Bulls today, 129-102. They've won 11 straight games. That is a franchise record. they're still 6.5 behind Milwaukee for the top spot in the East. Those two teams will meet up on February 25th. The next big game we're looking forward to, well, that's tomorrow. The Ducks face off with UConn. Yeah, those Ducks. Guess who paid them a visit at practice today? That's coming up. Plus, our Sunday Sizzle isn't just a great play. You're going to want to hear the emotion that poured out after the game was over. Just incredible. That's coming up. And welcome back. The Oregon women putting in work on Super Bowl Sunday. The school tweeting out some of these pictures as the team is in Connecticut getting ready for its matchup with UConn. The great Gino Auriemma visiting practice to say hello and maybe even get a little bit of intel there. The Ducks coming off a big win over Colorado. Sabrina Ionescu collecting the 23rd triple-double of her career, extending her NCAA record, male or female. Ionescu had 24 points, 13 assists, 10 rebounds. Just another day at the office for her. The third-ranked Ducks smashed Colorado 101-53. The Ducks are riding a 7-game win streak. They'll tip off with UConn tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. That is must-see TV. The 10th-ranked Beavers took down Utah by a dozen this weekend. And Michaela Pivic doing stuff like that! A full-court bomb. Coach Jonathan Smith, you might have a quarterback there. That was just the type of day it was for Pivic. Finished with 20 points and the Beavs win 77-65. That's 12 straight wins against the Utes. They're 18-4 on the season. Oh, I love that music. You've broken records the past 2 weeks. Can you do it again? Choose our Friday Night Hoops Game of the Week. We've got a pair of games from the PIL. The Benson and Franklin boys are fighting for a playoff spot. So are the Grant and Cleveland girls. The Silverton girls look to stay red hot as they host Central. And it's a battle for first place in the Pacific Conference. The Newburgh boys visit Sherwood. Log on to kgw.com/GOW to vote. We'll announce the winner Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. We'll be right back.
3 to go, trying to get it in. Here's Joyner, 2, 1, the shot for the win! Got it!
Oh, ice in his veins. Elijah Joyner with the buzzer beater to lift Tulsa over number 23 Wichita State. But the win plays second fiddle in this story. Joyner's biological father was in the crowd, getting to watch his son play college ball in person for the first time. So listen to Joyner after the game.
I never pictured this. I never pictured them being in the crowd, cheering me on and things like that this far in my life. But he's here, and I'm just so happy that he's here.
Joyner grew up in Chicago with his mom and stepdad. Him and his biological father have started reconnecting in the last few years. What a moment. And that is also our Toyota Sunday Sizzle. Whoa. All right, still to come. Everybody had Super Bowl fever today, even on the ice. I promise you, it'll be worth the wait. More Sports Sunday still to come. All right, when I saw this, I was like, what is going on here? Well, we've got a new sport for you. It's called ice football. It's got the challenges of football with the slippery surface of ice. All right, it's just the Carolina Hurricanes having a little fun after they beat Vancouver today. Once the arena was rocking, Jacob Slavin broke out a post route and snagged the pass for a TD. Then proceeded to celebrate, like Gronk usually does with the spike. A special Super Bowl storm surge in Raleigh. It's good stuff there. I'm surprised that didn't make Plays of the Week. It was that good. All right, Night Owls, it's time to go. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. That does it for Sports Sunday. We leave you with our Fred Meyer Plays of the Week.
Game that hasn't taken a Giants